A rumored $100 billion is not a product update. It is a supply chain move.
Hey, it is Thursday, February 19th. Today, the AI arms race shifted from smarter models to who controls the machines that run them. OpenAI is reportedly nearing a funding round above $100 billion, with partners also committing massive cloud capacity. Some chatter even ties it to an $850 billion valuation. If true, that is enough money plus guaranteed computing time to ship new models at a pace most companies cannot match. Fine, but who pays when this breaks? If I am buying from a vendor that just raised a national budget, I want the contract to spell out what happens during an outage. I also want the support response time and the credits in plain numbers. Treat it like a utility, not like software seats. Ask for a written uptime promise that matches how your customers feel downtime. Then build your plan around owning the customer workflow, because the model advantage will move. That is the only moat I trust, the workflow people use every day. If your pitch is, "We use the best model," your renewal is going to be a bloodbath. So my action item is simple. Pull your contract this week and see if the uptime promise is real. Meta and NVIDIA also announced a multi-year partnership to co-design the next generation of AI infrastructure. This is Meta locking in a path to run assistants inside consumer products at huge scale, using NVIDIA's current and future chips. The biggest buyers are negotiating the factory schedule, not shopping on a website. Great, and my team is over here refreshing a dashboard praying our monthly cloud bill does not spike. If Meta gets the fast lane, what happens to the rest of us when demand surges? Do we get slower service or higher prices? Plan for volatility even if your vendor swears pricing is stable. Your best defense is the ability to switch providers without a rewrite, because then you can chase price and performance month to month. Honestly, I do not know how fast the market fixes this, but the direction is obvious. Computing time is the scarce asset. I will believe easy to switch when I see it survive a real incident. If switching takes 2 quarters in a war room, you did not build flexibility. You built a slide. Here is the practical move for listeners. Pick one feature that uses AI and make it run on a second provider in a weekend prototype. If you cannot do that, you have a single point of failure and a single point of pricing power. That is fine, but it should be a conscious choice. And if you do that prototype, save the receipts. I want a one-page note for finance that shows the cost difference and the performance difference, because that is how you get budget for redundancy. The third move is smaller on the headline, but huge strategically. Mistral acquired Koyeb to build its own computing layer. That is a model company buying the machinery to host and deliver its own service globally, instead of renting everything from someone else. That could be good, or it could be a new flavor of lock-in. If my product depends on Mistral, I want to know whether "run it on our platform" becomes the default. I also want to know what happens to my costs when they control the model and the hosting. Do one concrete check. Write down how long it would take to move your AI workload to a different provider without breaking the product experience. If the answer is, "we are not sure," run a small test with one customer-facing feature and measure cost and latency. Promising move from Mistral, but I would wait for real numbers before betting the company on it. Yep, and I will add a condition. If it is faster and cheaper, I am interested. If it is faster and twice the price, procurement is going to have opinions. As Web2 AI Briefing put it, OpenAI is reportedly close to securing over $100 billion in a new funding round. Cool. Put the uptime promise in writing, then send it to my lawyer. OpenAI scale or Mistral control? Which risk do you choose? This is readme.ai from Chain of Thought. See you tomorrow.